Welcome to a special edition of the TruExact Show. We are joined here by Brian, who doesn't know anything about soccer and frankly hates it.
Yep.
My friend Rob, who is a season ticket holder for the Red Bulls for about, 8 years?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
About 8 years, and we'll discuss why he switched and what they could do to, make him come back. And my friend Matt, who we call
Jerky?
Jerky. We call him the Jerk. We've been Red Bull fans for about 4 years, diehard, if you will. We went to our first game 8 years ago. This here is the Red Bulls season preview for the 2020 season. Like that?
Yeah, the finger guns is what really sets it apart.
This is as exciting as it gets.
I'm gonna have something pop up, don't worry. I may even throw in hockey music for the no. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, so anyway, we're going to go into the past seasons first, guys, the 2017 season. But first, I want to get a little background. Rob, how did you get into the Red Bulls? Because you are the most knowledgeable one here.
I got into the Red Bulls after Hurricane Sandy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
After 3 people died.
Just
after,
now it's time
after
to
not
take up
having
soccer.
power for 2 weeks, I went over to my friend's house. He had FIFA.
Mhm.
So that's when I started to get into soccer, and I purchased the game. Not too long after that, I met my wife, who was a season ticket holder since 97.
With the
Back at
Metro
Giant-
Stars.
Yeah,
Oh,
Metro
jeez.
Stars, Giant Stadium.
Damn.
So, I started going to the games with her, and I was hooked. I was like, this is
That's it.
better than football.
Really? And you were a big football fan before these
Yes.
games.
Yeah.
Can you
But
ever...
who are you a fan of?
The Giants.
They were coming off a Super Bowl.
Yeah, 05.
They were coming off a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
or 09.
So, can you imagine ever giving up
That's-
football? I can never.
I'm not giving up.
Or football. So you still refer to it
The
as
real
soccer,
football.
though, right?
Yeah, it's
You're not
soccer,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys.
Nah.
All right, great. So then me and Jerk went to a game in 2011, and it was one of the funnest games we ever went to, and we were bashing soccer. At that point, I was actually a Columbus Crew fan.
Little known fact.
Literally.
You weren't a fan as much
So
as
any
you.
Red Bull fan watching this from the Viking Army, if your boy Bones throws this episode out to you, little known fact, you guys probably know this guy. We met a guy named Cash. All right, so in the fan section, he had a scent tattoo, right? So I was dressed at Bellows in a yellow and black gear, ready
I thought you
to...
were just in black. Were you in yellow
It was
too?
a yellow shirt, yeah.
Alright.
It was like one of those 4XL
Yeah.
shirts.
From Champs.
Yeah. So we go into Bellows, and then we do the march, and I'm in yellow. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because this is my first time ever there. So it was $12 tickets we bought up in where Columbus sits. Because I was just buying cheap tickets. So we met a guy, Cash, and he goes, you guys, this is your first game. Come follow me. And we're like, okay. And we go down to the fan section, and I'm in yellow just sitting there. And they had a guy
Awkward.
named Dilly Duca.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on the crew, yeah.
So, the Red Bulls were up 1-0, and then, Columbus tied it in stoppage time. And I was like, no! And then, quickly shut up. Because everyone had their shirts
Well,
off, because they do a shirtless
We were in the
walk away.
GSU at
Yeah,
point
the
that, and they're the
GSU
fucking
thing, yeah.
nutcase.
So,
They're the ones who
we
are
went
harder.
back and asked about Cash, and, people knew who he was. And I guess he moved away and, bettered his life, hopefully.
Got the neck tattoo
So
removed.
after that, we got free tickets.
No
in
more
20
money.
We got free tickets in 2016, and we were like, this is great. It's cheap fun.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is.
So, you got season tickets. We go to the fan section. We have a good time. There was a time we had sweet tickets. We had connections. That's no more. Rob took advantage of being my friend and got them a lot. Piece of shit he is. So 2017, we lost to Toronto when Kleshtin was our captain. And then we traded him off to Orlando City. Orlando. He actually went to Seton Hall. Brian's just sitting here learning everything.
Great mustache.
Great
Top
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah.
Along with Connor Lade.
Long-
Also.
Connor Lade's gone?
No, No, he's got a mustache.
Oh, yeah, he went
Oh.
to Seton Hall. Yeah, I was like,
And he
no.
has a mustache.
So does Alex Wheel. Mustache game on point. We'll show you photos later. Might swipe them in for you on the episode. 2018, we got the supporter shield, right?
Yes.
Right? It was a great game. We won it on the last
What the
day of
fuck
the
is
season.
that?
It's like the President's Trophy in hockey.
I mean,
It's
could
the
you
most
pick a
points.
worse name?
Yes, we're the
What's it called
supporter.
again?
The supporter
Supporter
shield.
shield. It is a bad
The
name.
fuck is that?
The supporter
Yeah, at
shield.
first I thought it was it was a random thing they gave out to the best crowd. I was like, this is stupid. Then I realized it was
You
the
know
best
what,
record.
Bri? We support
What does
them
it look
and
like? Is it an actual
It's
shield?
an actual shield,
it's
yeah.
a shield.
Like
Yeah.
some of the Rebel guys
Yeah,
I follow on
actually,
Twitter looks like the actually Iron used to Man have the shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Red and blue.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like the Iron Man shield. I'll pull it up here for you. But no, So they win
There's
this.
only one Iron Man.
They win the Supporter Shield in 2018, and then
Yes.
It's got the nitrogen.
so they win the Supporter Shield on the last day in 2017. Remember,
Yeah.
they had this. So
That's
here's
Captain America's fucking shield. These pieces of shit.
Nobody
How long
talks,
has this been around?
nobody talks about Chris Hemsworth. What's his name? Chris.
No.
Chris Pine?
Chris Pine like
Yeah.
that.
No, it's not Chris Pine either.
No,
Captain
who-
America? Wait.
America.
Captain America
I thought that was Chris Pine.
is Chris Evans.
Chris
Yeah.
Evans, that's it.
Too many goddamn
Chris
Chris's!
He looks like
Hemsworth.
someone we know named Drew, but that's for another day. So, anyway, they
I'm
win
serious.
They win
Does
the.
Marvel suit them?
No.
Now you're going to end up getting them sued.
I hope so.
So they win the Supporter Shield in 2018. This
Fold
is
the
how
league.
fucked up MLS is. They actually had the Supporter Shield in Atlanta, expecting them to win it.
That was
And
Atlanta's first year, right?
Yeah, second, right?
Yeah, it was the second.
Second,
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, but somehow they won the cup. The MLS Cup.
No,
the
sorry,
second.
that was their first year because they won the MLS.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Atlanta has 1 year. We'll get to that because that pisses us off. So the Supporter Shield, Atlanta loses a home game, and then the Red Bulls like win. But I think Etienne scored a goal in like
Yeah.
the last second or in like the 80th minute, and the Red Bulls won the Supporter Shield, but they didn't have the shield there to like hand it to them.
We should have given him a picture of it.
Here's a cardboard cut.
This is
So
a proxy.
So then we
Just a
lose
big
to
check.
Columbus on the road in the first game of the aggregates. Yeah, aggregate? No, that. Okay, so you have 2 games in the playoffs. This is like
So
teaching
even if you lose,
You play a home and a home.
home and home. This is like teaching someone crafts
It's
at a table.
so what it is, they used the model on the European
Mhm.
way they did it. They switched it up this year. This year they changed the formatting.
Last year, actually.
I thought this
Last year, because
No,
the
yeah,
Red
this-
Bulls
this-
lost to Philadelphia
Yes,
one
it's
game.
on one game, yeah.
One
Okay,
game.
last year you're right. So,
So-
European soccer they do
Mhm.
what he's going to explain.
Yeah, so the aggregate is you get a home. So the Red Bulls play. They have the Supporter Shield, so they get the home field advantage, if you will, throughout the playoffs. So Columbus, first game is in Columbus. They lost 1-0. So now it's game 2. So the Red Bulls go into that down 1-0. So if they score one, this is gonna be great. His reaction. They score 1 goal, it's 1-1 within the 2 games, right? So
The
if
aggregate.
they go up 2-1, it's 2-1 Red Bulls. But if Columbus scores an away goal, even though the Red Bulls win 2-1, Columbus being tied 2-2 since they scored an away goal, win on the aggregate.
Yeah. Very fucking European.
So anyway, we lose 1-0 to Columbus, and then we beat them 3-0 in Red Bull Arena. So that was great. Then we got smoked by Atlanta
Mhm.
in the finals. Last year, the team it was not the same. BWP lost his step. That's why he's in LA right now.
I'm still catching up on that whole scenario.
Just
Trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Regardless, we got smoked by Atlanta. Atlanta wins their first title. So now, that last year we lose to Philadelphia. We blew a 2-0 lead, right? Or 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
horrible.
was a bad loss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Horrible loss. I didn't think they were that good anyway, but still. It was kind of time to move on, which is why we're here. Because 2020 is a new year. It's a
yeah.
new decade.
I did see what's his face, 99 got traded, right?
BWP,
They,
baby.
he
I
they
got
just
his
didn't
jersey
resign.
turned around because I couldn't have him
We should just burn
showing.
it.
which was very disappointing, man. That guy's, 36 years old. You
Mhm.
think he's gonna, go
He
to
was
Hawaii,
36.
relax with his family? No, he's continuing his
Yeah.
journey in LA.
Oh yeah, he was
Listen.
a beast.
Listen, it's
Our-
the same with Derek Jeter. I have no loyalty. You move on, get a new guy in. I don't give
Did
a
they
shit.
trade him or did he leave?
got
They just didn't resign him.
Yeah.
His
They didn't
contract was
re-sign
Oh,
done.
he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but he went to LA, and LA, he's not going to fit in. You
He's
watch it
not-
on
yeah,
soccer.
he's
They
not.
have Carlos Vela. They have fast motherfuckers.
Don't they have that?
He's
one
the
dude-
late
No,
game
he's,
sub.
he's the Galaxy, Ibrahimovic.
They have two. They
He's
have
gone.
two.
They have 2 fucking teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, LAFC is the newer team, but like their fucking fan base is insane.
Yeah.
LAFC,
I know, but what does that say?
like football club.
It's horrible. And
Again,
YFC.
very soccer.
Like,
Whatever.
pick a name, assholes.
Like,
Like,
have some
seriously.
creativity.
Like the
What do you
LA.
want to be?
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Football
The
Club.
MLS's whole
Sounds
problem
good.
is they kind of facilitate between they try to be European, but they
Yeah.
also try to appeal to Americans. They got to pick one or the other.
Pick
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, like at least
They're
appeal to
playing in
our,
America.
appeal to our stupid sensibilities. You'll probably bring in some more
Yeah.
people like you who are like, I don't give a shit about this aggregate shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering we are in America, I mean, if you don't like spaghetti and meatballs.
You get
So that's
Back to
why we're
Italy.
here, though. It's 2020. It's a
Two
new
wine
decade.
coolers, what of it?
It's a new decade. I'm excited for this season. It's one that it's new. You're not expecting much, and every year we've
Yeah, I'm
expected much. You're not excited.
No.
Why not? And let's start this off really quick. Let's name Daniel Royer the captain already. Please?
I agree.
Why?
I don't think he.
Why?
I don't know.
He's
I
the
don't.
best looking one, and he's the best player on the team.
I don't-
My wife made me say it.
It's not anything against him. I just think maybe because he's Austrian, because maybe he doesn't speak good English or something, that they don't want to name him the captain. Why the fuck was our goalie the captain last year or last?
I
10
could
years?
see Robles. No, they had Kleshton.
Oh yeah.
Robles.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Like I could see Robles though. He was a Stapleton there.
but
You know?
I think a captain should be on the field.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
talking to people. Like,
Not
right,
nothing-
like-
hey!
play defense!
And then
They're
like,
coming!
the worst part about goalies, they get mad no matter who scores the goal. They get mad at the defender. Like, asshole. You
Could
know,
be the goalie's
like,
fault. Yeah.
The problem with Robles, and I love the guy, but Robles, here's my comparison. He's kind of like a Mark. You don't watch hockey. He's kind of like a Marc-Andre Fleury, right? Great
Flash in a
saves.
pan.
No. Great saves, but there's times he'll let up that goal, and you're like, how? Like, you know, you had to say that. So he was a little older. It was time to move on. We got Ryan Mira now as our goalie. I'm excited.
He plays for
him.
the U.S. national team.
Yeah.
I always like
What about that bald guy,
when he
Howard?
substituted.
He's
or
old.
played
He's
on
like
on,
40 something.
Does he
Yeah.
play anywhere?
I think he plays in LA still.
games.
Yeah.
Is Howard still in LA?
He would know better.
Cool.
Tim Howard?
No, he was
No,
on
he
Colorado.
he retired last season. Last
Yeah.
season was last year.
Yeah, he kind of.
I mean, he was old. He was like 40 something.
So right now, all right, we got Daniel Royer now. If we're looking at the players, we got Tom Barlow. You'll love this name,
Reese
Buckmaster.
Buckmaster.
That's a great name.
That's my favorite
They
player.
But he
just-
doesn't really play that much. He's
They
like a
just
sub.
signed-
I don't
They just-
give a shit.
they
I would
just
love to go
signed-
to a game to yell Buckmaster.
They just signed Christian Casters. He's Jr.
Well, re-signed.
Re-signed him.
Yeah, he was
Well,
playing
who the
last
fuck wants to
season.
go back to Venezuela at this point? Let's be honest. We gotta stay here at all costs. Sean Davis from Homedale, New Jersey, right?
Okay.
He's exciting. He's an exciting young player. They got Kyle Duncan, who they should play. You know, he's a young kid. Let him roll.
He kind of got exposed a lot last year, though.
Yeah, but he's young. You know, Omir Fernandez. He's a fucking spark
Yeah, I
plug.
like him.
He's a spark plug. He's what BWP wasn't last year. BWP, a guy used to, and you'll agree with me, chuck it deep to me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, this doesn't work because you're not fast. It's very annoying. And you know why I hate our defense. Problem I have, well, a lot of the problem
They're
is
slow.
they're slow. I didn't say we use that, but
Like Atlanta plays that running gun style,
Yeah.
and Martinez is fast as hell, so he
Yeah.
gets to the ball.
Yep.
Wright Phillips, he's a turtle.
yeah.
He has to play the ball at his feet, and he has to be in a perfect spot, perfect position for him to score a goal. He has no maneuvers.
No, nothing.
He can shoot, but he has to be wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah, he was just
That's
straight line
why
speed.
Roy- that's
Yeah,
why-
It wasn't even speed anymore.
That's why when Brian White took over last year, he had like 9 goals in 5 games. He's just younger. Like, it's a speed game. Everything's a speed game. though.
Especially-
Every sport has become a speed game.
Especially for your forward.
Football. Yeah, hockey, football, even baseball, speed kills. You can't teach speed. I made that up. I was a great soccer player, you know. I went by El Loco. It's a side
He
note.
was the worst.
What are you talking about?
He was basically the
I
town
mean,
version of BWP.
I have a 94 games goal scoring streak.
We didn't even play 94 games.
You didn't play 94, but you're on the bench.
The score ended up being like 17-14 most of the time.
So we got
Like a
another
football
guy I'm
sport.
looking forward to is Kaku. I'm glad he stayed. I'm shocked he stayed. He was going to be my next jersey.
There's
So,
so many people on this team.
well, Kaku, he was going to leave because they
Oh,
didn't
there's
pay
what?
for his furniture.
He's like what? He's
What did he get lost in the
Argentina,
aggregate?
I believe.
yeah,
Yeah, he's Argentinian. Yeah.
and like there was some sort of deal, and I guess they kind of went cheap on his furniture, and he got all pissed off.
That wasn't part of the
He
deal.
threw a hissy
Black card.
fit. He threw a
So
hissy fit
here's our
last year.
top defender.
This guy just has one name.
That's it, Kaku. Well, its name's like
Alexandru
Alejandro-
Romero.
Where's he from? A cave?
No, he's from Argentina. It's right there. He's good though. He's a good
But dude,
quarterback.
yeah.
Great quarterback of the field.
He was on hissy fit last year, and what was it? Kansas City, where he rifled the ball into that shit's face.
Right, right.
So he was in a shitty mood at the beginning of all last year,
Oh.
and they were losing in Kansas City.
Yeah, and it was like a stoppage time, and this lady was in the front row, and he got so mad like a foul got called. He rifled the ball from no lie 10 feet, and he hit somebody.
He tried to hit the billboard,
Yeah.
and it just ran right into the stands. The person's like,
One just got away from him.
My favorite part is I always think, you know, the husband was like, honey, it's stoppage time, let's get out of here. And she's like, let's just stay till the end.
Pow!
Their fucking teeth getting
ricochet like 20 rows up.
Oh god.
That's gotta be equivalent to like a Mike Tyson
Oh.
punch.
Yeah.
A professional
Well,
soccer
I got
player
concussed
full-
in goal
When?
High school?
during our
Oh,
game.
yeah, you definitely got kicked
A
in.
girl,
Gym?
right, a girl.
Yes.
No, it was a girl.
Yeah, in gym.
No,
No,
it wasn't
when we were
Jim,
playing.
Oh, yeah.
Was it what's it?
I'm
Oh
not gonna
my
say
God,
her name,
yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Anyway, so we were playing a pickup soccer game because in
Oh, it
06 we
was
got
fucking
really into the
amazing.
World Cup, and my goal skills are second to none. And so, like, I did the crow step, and like she just rifled the ball and hit me
And
right.
she was a good soccer
Yeah,
player. Like,
yeah.
she could kick. I've never seen a whole field of people just scream and cheer at one time. The
You were
amount of
way too happy
happiness,
you got
yeah.
blasted in the face.
I saw her like 4 years later, and she remembered it.
Didn't
Like, I
didn't we
guess
play
I
her a couple
logged
years
it
later
in,
too?
What's
Didn't we
up?
play 2010? Did she play?
No, I saw her at a bar like
Oh.
that. She was dating someone, and I was like, "You give me a concussion." And she's like, "I remember that. Kill her now." All right, so my problem with the Red Bulls is, and you'll agree with it, they take pride in using too many New Jersey people. It seems
Yeah.
like instead of going out there spending money getting
Why?
stuff.
That's
It's a
good.
homegrown
It's
player.
not good. I don't care if you're
No, it's-
from Middlesex, Homedale. I want the best guys. Go spend money.
How
So
many
you-
games do they
They
play?
play 32.
You
right?
get. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
discount, but I think you can sign extra people, or there's something with the homegrown players that works
It's like
favorably.
going to a college here. You pay
Well,
less.
not only that, you get it's that, and then if you bring them up to your system, there's something that works with the
What
cap.
side are you on?
I'm just saying, this is why they do it. I don't care.
And one thing I have noticed with their homegrown squad is when they're in like a Champions League and they're playing consecutive games in a week, they could just bring them up.
Yeah.
Like, there's no paperwork needed. Oh, we just signed this guy for a 2-day
Yeah,
contract.
some fucking
You're gonna play
loser.
tomorrow.
Yeah, me.
he was just playing at Montclair
Yeah.
State.
No, I get off at 3:30. I'll make it.
I'll have my mom drop me off.
Yeah. So Brian White, I think, is due for a big season, right? You think this is like his time to shine, and Ryan Mira's time to step into the spotlight?
I'm definitely looking forward to Ryan Mira.
You've always liked him.
I've always liked him, always because he has the height, and I think you need height as a goalkeeper. Not to say that Robles was a small person, but I think 6'3" and 6 foot is a big deal.
Yeah.
Regarding the goal, I'm really looking forward to Ryan Mira and Fernandez.
Omir Fernandez.
Yeah.
Right. So do you think he'll start or no?
I think they'll start because there's no one else. Everyone's a homegrown player.
And how do you feel about losing Lawrence? I think that
That
that's
was the
a
worst.
big
That was the
loss.
worst loss of the offseason.
Kamar Lawrence is a great player, just back and forth.
Jamaica's
fast
best player.
Better than
He was
Yaku.
actually on the yeah. he
He's a
was-
defender.
I think he was our biggest help with teams like fast teams like Atlanta, and with him being gone, they're gonna run around us.
Yeah.
Because like he was saying,
You don't think Tim Parker could keep up with Jose Fernandez?
Parker and Long,
Martinez?
they can't keep up. And what's the other guy on the wing again? The young guy, the black
Duncan.
guy. Duncan.
Duncan.
Like he said, he got turned around so many.
Like the one game, once he played the season opener, the second game, he got smoked constantly.
God, jeez. So I just get so
God,
mad.
jeez.
God,
Yeah, I just because like it's another team that breaks my heart. I didn't want to get into another team. And
That's awesome.
if you ask Brian, like, did you ever expect me to have this?
This is an aggressive amount of memorabilia.
Yeah,
But,
it really
it's-
is.
You saw
You're
the
a true
link,
fan.
right? Derek
True
Etienne scores in the first 33
Yeah.
seconds. I know it's a preseason game, but
Yeah,
still.
it's annoying. So do you think they missed out on any free agents or guys you wanted that they didn't spend? They get like Josh Sims, who played well in the playoff game, but it's like I've never been, in the 4 years I haven't been like pumped. Like when they got Henri, I wasn't a fan, so I don't know how that felt. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
came
mean?
in when he was already playing, and I was like, "Ooh, oh,
Yeah.
that's who he is." He definitely missed out on a lot of people, but they're still hell bent on this homegrown thing. Like Inter Miami, they're like picking up these big names from Europe right now. I think they're going
In
to
the
be a
first season.
powerhouse.
David Beckham's team, right?
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
Is he playing?
David, no, he's not
He
playing.
owns the team,
He
and
owns-
created
yeah.
one, and he's just buying people.
Yeah.
More or less.
and
yeah.
there was a report
I
last
respect
week that Neymar already said that he already spoke to Beckham, and when he's done in Europe, he's coming to his team.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck, imagine
They
Neymar.
probably make more money over there, though, right?
You can pay him a significant amount.
I
Yeah.
feel like
And
they're
plus-
they're bigger stars there.
They
too.
are.
Like,
What, in
Yeah,
Europe?
yeah,
People come
yeah.
over here and play soccer, and I feel like it's almost a downgrade.
Well, you know what it is. It's more or less like you're gonna get cut, kinda. So you kind of come here and
Okay.
keep paying and get paid a pretty. it's
decent.
it's kind of like a pay cut, but it's not, and it's like, the competition is more your skill level now.
Their salary is posted, and I think like a bottom tier person on the Red Bulls probably maxes out at like 40,000.
We essentially make more money.
Yeah,
that's sad.
they probably.
But they're
Is
doing
that Red
what
Bull
they
2
love.
guys, or is that like
No, like
guys playing in the
Red Bulls, like
wow?
Connor Lade wasn't making 6 figures.
All right.
God, man. I don't know if I would do it.
No,
I'd be
no,
like,
but like
Well, to be fair, I wasn't making 6 figures when I was a loco.
you weren't gonna.
Oh. 90, name another guy at 94 goals.
But like a superstar,
Bradley
like,
Red
That's true.
yeah,
Like Wayne Rooney only made 500,000, right?
no, I think
No.
I think it was like 6 million. Or
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
but the thing is with like these players, Brad, they call it the designated. They call it the DP,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they don't count. They can designate somebody DP, and it doesn't count towards the salary cap.
Next question. Chris Armas on the hot seat.
He should be gone already.
Yeah.
He's our coach.
In my opinion,
What does
it's
he
the
do
worst
wrong?
because he doesn't make any adjustments at halftime.
It's true.
The team will come out. They'll either be up or tied at half, and then you can tell that the other team will make an adjustment at halftime, and we're still playing the exact same fucking game and get fucking. We'll lose.
Or he switches the style up like Atlanta, where they play an aggressive style all year, and for some
Yeah.
reason we get to Atlanta and he plays a
switches
defensive style. It's like, what are you doing? Lose with how you've played. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's
If you
what we
go
brought
out,
you.
yes, if you go out there and what got you there, you lose, you tip your hat. Don't
Yeah.
fucking switch who you are. So I'm a gunslinger, bro. I go out there and I chuck footballs. And if you don't catch the ball and I throw 3 interceptions, we lost because I'm a
It's on
gunslinger.
you.
Honestly,
Exactly.
the worst thing that happened to this team is fucking Jesse Marsh going to fucking
I know.
Germany.
Yeah, so the Red Bulls have a team in Europe.
A couple
RB
teams.
Leipzig.
Leipzig, they have
Leipzig and
Leipzig.
Austria.
yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, he's good. So they took like our best player, Tyler Adams, who was young,
Who's
up
been,
and coming.
who's been injured, hasn't played in Bundesliga. in
Sadly,
over a
I
year.
actually watched some of those games. Like,
They
and
won today,
my wife,
5-0.
my wife's like, Red Bulls. I go, this is the good team.
This is the team they actually put money into.
It's amazing because like my wife like watches some sports with me. Sadly, I'm into every sport. So like she'll watch college basketball. Kansas had a big win today over Baylor, and she hates football. She can't watch baseball. So like she loves the Red Bulls now. She loves soccer, and
What about the Penguins?
she likes Penguins.
I would
too.
say hockey's kind of equal in
Yeah,
excitement.
It's fast moving. Like soccer's kind of hockey's kind of like soccer and ice.
I think
Yeah.
soccer's better.
Yeah.
Soccer's better in person.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I can
Yeah.
watch it on TV.
So, like, she
I can
asked
have it
for-
on the background.
She asked for a Red Bull shirt for her birthday. Great, so we're into it. So Chris Armas on the hot seat. Too many Jersey guys. We want Royer to be the captain. Now, you as a lifelong Red Bull fan for 8 years, it's lifelong to me.
He's also 8 years old.
Why did you give your season tickets up? Let the people know. Were you fed up? Were you sick of getting the sneakers? Were you sick of fucking getting the headset that they give you for
Tired
being a Red
of
member?
a mediocre team.
Yeah.
Like, they don't invest enough money into their squad. Like, I understand the European teams, they have Champions League, so that's where all the money goes. But they don't. I'm tired of these. Like you said, these Jersey players. They suck. Let's go to Africa. Let's go to South America. Let's get some fast players. Let's get players who aren't afraid to shoot. We're a team that wants to ticky-tack
It
pass the
sounds
ball.
like I'm paying you for things I can't say.
No, but he's got a
Listen,
great,
you bring up all the black stuff.
he's got a great fucking point though, because what was it? The when we played, who the hell did we play in that fucking freezing ass cold CCL game? The Mexican team, the team from La Liga or La Liga.
Liga MX.
Yeah, Liga MX. There were more of that team's fans in Harrison, New Jersey, than there were Red Bull fans at that game. Go sign some of those guys.
Well,
There's
yeah.
enough fans that if you sign guys who they know,
Yeah.
who these fans know and have watched in their local league, they're gonna come.
Well, bro, I
Go
work
sign
with
those guys.
you used to work with me. I'm one of the 3 white people there?
Yeah.
Maybe. So, I work with all Spanish people who love soccer.
Yeah.
And, when Peru or these soccer teams come to Harrison, they're all going.
They're all going, yeah.
And I'm like, to see who? They're like, not the Rebels, they suck. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? So you're sick of paying money for a mediocre team. And they're not bad, though. Honestly, the tickets you have are great. You brought me to one of the games. We watched DC United.
How much do they cost for the whole?
For him and his wife.
The seats that we had, I believe they were $550 or $560 each.
for 16 games. It's
And,
really not. It's not
it
bad.
includes all the regular season game, any playoff games, and like you said, if any teams come from Europe to play,
You can go.
you can go. You get either first dibs on the seats or they're included. So you just gotta say, yeah, I
That's
wanna
not
go
bad
get
for
your seats, so.
$550.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
not bad.
Every year I like have it in
I
my
waste $550 on dumber shit.
this equipment. every year I have like the seats in checkout, and I'm like, nah. I can't. Me and Diana, my wife, talk about it every year. I didn't name it. We talk about it every year, and she's like, "But I mean, maybe that we could just pay as we go," which is true.
Yeah.
You know, like you probably save money. Plus, I'd like to go to a couple games with Jerk in the fan section and get completely belligerent, which is what we did the one day.
I
anyway.
enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, it was great. They lost 3. They were down 3-0 in the first half, and he goes, "I think I might have to like the other." Worst story too. We go to the game, and like I was trying to get into it, you know, and I'm like, we're sitting there, and I text you, and you were like, "I got another taking my wife's out flying somewhere," and I was like, "All right, I'm in." So we go, and I'm like, "Who do you like in the European League, in the Premier League? Maybe I'll try to get in." And he goes, "Everton." I go, "Okay." Oh look, they play Sunday at 7:45. I wake up, they get smoked, and he texts me. He goes, "Not really a good time to turn," and I jumped ship immediately. I was like, "I'm gonna be a Sheffield United team."
Hey, back in the Premier League this year.
Oh, I don't know. I followed after. I'm one game.
I was only an Everton fan because of Tim Howard, Jersey native. I was like, all right, I'm gonna support Everton. Then he left.
It's hard to get in.
Yeah.
There's too much on the shit.
I watch it. I watch the games that they put on for free. I don't follow any team. I'll watch every game that they have on NBC Sports Network on Saturday morning because there's nothing else to do. I can't sleep in anymore.
It's not allowed.
Who's the best team, like the best teams in these? In this
Okay.
league?
So we're gonna go over the league here. 2 years ago, what's weird about soccer is like Toronto FC won in 2017.
Yes.
Then they sucked for like.
Yeah.
Well, no, they made the final last year, right? And they got
2 years ago, they made the
But
finals.
no, they made it last year. I think they
Oh,
lost, didn't they?
No, Atlanta.
Atlanta won 2 years ago. Time goes fast.
Didn't they make it? Didn't they lose in the finals again last year, Atlanta?
Or did Atlanta? No, Atlanta. Holy
No,
shit!
hold on.
I'm out.
I thought.
I'm almost positive.
I remember
that
rooting against
Seattle,
Atlanta.
Oh, you're right. Seattle lost this year. If anyone's watching, we're not big MLS fans. We're just having fun right now.
You can edit this out.
Casual fans.
Casual fans. MLS Seattle won.
Yeah.
Seattle beat.
I thought they beat Atlanta.
No, Toronto
Oh,
made a
yes,
run.
that's right. That's right.
Come on, get your shit together. So you got what's weird is Toronto won and then kind of sucked for a year. They fell off. It's like you really don't know, but you could guarantee teams like Atlanta will be good because the owner Arthur Blank owns the
What
cup.
do they do with that cup?
They hold it up and then
They
jump
sit
at,
on it.
They jump at the same time in like happiness.
They drink beers out of it?
They actually ride around. They hire midgets.
One
and
day
drive them
we'll
around.
see it.
Yeah.
One day we'll
No.
see it. I'll be on the
20
20.
plus years and still nothing.
The worst part was
Kid will be driving me to the game.
I go, "Rob, see it," because he was a season ticket holder. I go, "See if you could call up and we could do this show from inside the stadium." He was like, "No." I go, "I'll make some calls."
I got some pull.
I called up the bar we go to, the Rebel Bar Bellows, and I left a message for the owner. He never called back. But go to Bellows. It's a great bar. Seriously, if you're
Hook
going
us up
for
all
the
the time.
Intercatas, it's awesome. It really is cool.
Or go tailgate.
Or go tailgate, which we have to do next Sunday, March 1st.
You want
It's a home
tailgate?
opener.
We'll
Go
be
and
on.
sit. Yeah, I heard you. Go and take
Bless you.
Yeah, well. No, so, alright, let's go through the schedule. A couple games you're looking forward to before we end this. But before we go to that, Brian, look at the new black dark mode kit. What do you think of it?
I love it.
Awesome,
It's the best
right?
thing about the team.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
It's not bad. The black and red.
way better than the blue jersey, the navy blue jersey. That made no fucking sense.
Oh,
Well, unfortunately, I bought a Royer jersey, and then this came out.
No, but
Like,
they'll still be wearing these.
I know, but I wanted that.
The whole set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want these tight pants?
Yes.
yeah, headphones too.
Yeah, man, that's the new gift. Alright, so the Rebel schedule, the games I'm looking forward to. Obviously, next week is the home opener. By the time this stuff is loaded up in 2 days is the home opener. FC Cincinnati. If you can't win that game, just go away.
They just hired the fucking
Honestly, I
coach.
think we're going to be in a close rank with FC Cincinnati this year.
I think
At
you're
the bottom.
underestimating our team this year.
I mean, Cincinnati, They just fired their coach.
You know what I don't like about the way they did the schedule? The top team's the home team. That's weird. It should be Blam at.
Yeah.
You know, that's weird.
Well, that's another European thing.
So then we're looking at I'm looking at the Columbus game on 5-2. That one we're going to with our friend who wants to do one last.
Oh, that's the Storch game?
That's a storage game, we're calling that. He's gonna be.
Your father. Say it.
I don't know if I can edit it out with friends in high school.
Okay.
So
let's
regardless-
edit that out anyway.
Yeah. So regardless, we're going to
That was
that
3
game.
months
That's
ago.
gonna be a fun game. Atlanta is a test right there. That's the test.
We'll probably get
The
smoked.
Atlanta game. Because it's at home.
Is that a night
Shit
game?
up. It's
Is that an 8 o'clock game?
1 p.m. game.
Oh.
Yeah, but I can't even go to that. I'll be traveling for work, which sucks. It's also one of our friends' weddings that weekend.
Who?
Um,
I'm with it.
yeah, BR.
Got it.
And we got, and I think this is the most important stretch of the season. All right, ready? You got 6:27 Montreal. Yeah, well, that's part of it.
Right, Phillips comes
Yeah.
back home.
That's part of it. He won't even play. That's part of it. You got
Look at
you
it
got
in
these
90th
4
minute.
games. You got a Montreal 6:27. 1 week later, you're away at Colorado, and you're back home on a Wednesday night. Those are the tough ones because you got to bench a lot of your guys. Later in the season, they do a Saturday, Monday, or Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really tough. Then you got the Wednesday versus the reigning champ Seattle at Seattle.
That's always a tough one.
Come back home versus Houston, or stay on the road versus Houston. 3 days later, and then 1 week later, Bradley Ray Phillips comes back. That 4 or 5 game stretch is extremely important. That's gonna base their fucking season. That's when I kind of stop watching because football starts a month later. So I kind of see where they're at in that
On the
sense.
plus side, they have a lot more Saturday games this year, so it's gonna. Last year they had like all Sunday games.
No, it was all Saturdays. We just get busy.
No, last year was all like there were 4 or 5 Sunday games that conflicted with football.
Yeah, I don't.
This year there's a lot of
Rob
Saturday
is.
games.
Rob's over. Rob's actually now put soccer over football. Like he doesn't care.
I mean, like he like me as a Giants fan.
Yeah, it's crazy. Stop fucking saying that. You guys say that as Giant fans.
You're so angry.
Because, I'm a Giant fan. You have 2 Super Bowls
Okay, but
in fucking 12 years. Like, do you understand
Okay.
how infuriating that is as a Cowboys fan? This is all I have. A bottle opener.
That's not
That's
true.
it.
You have that Tom Landry helmet.
Yeah. And this. No, it's so annoying.
Okay. But they really, really haven't. They
Oh,
they
I'm
have
so
been to the
mad.
playoffs once since that fucking Super Bowl.
I
run.
give that up for 2 Super Bowls in 12 years. Shut up. I haven't been there.
Yeah,
I
That's a
haven't,
fair. Okay, that's a fair
Yeah,
point.
thank-
But we're allowed to be fucking critical of the team.
you can't be mad though. Like, so my team. That's why I switched to soccer because I only have 2
It's been-
Super Bowls.
It's been
in
the last
12
5 years have just been gross mismanagement.
I don't care.
I want to fire the owners.
I haven't seen a Super Bowl in 23 years. This got off track. Anyway, what's your prediction for the end of the year? Mine is, ready for this hot take? Red Bulls are winning the MLS Cup. Facts.
It's insane.
We're gonna
I
end up
don't even know it that
10th
well.
in the East. We're gonna end up. We're not gonna make the playoffs. We're only literally gonna be better than the fucking 2 worst teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not making the playoffs.
You guys will eat crow.
Class half full kind of guys.
This counts. Alright, that's the Rebels 2020 season preview. If you even consider that a preview, we had a good time. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. I'll probably add some fun music to this. I don't know. The chants are good. What's your favorite chant?
NYFC, get your own fucking stadium.
Yeah.
Go back to Hartford.